What is up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of AOS Trash Pandas. I'm your host, Rob, and with me, as usual, is my co-host, that guy. What? Oh, I remember your name because people were saying you're late in the chat, which is completely true. It is always Carson's fault whenever we're late. How's it going, Carson?
Bap.
You heard it here, folks. I actually didn't understand what that was.
It's just a bap.
Okay. I thought there was a word in there that I didn't understand, and I was trying to like piece it together, but didn't happen.
I have on people. Yeah. Is they listen to me talk and they're like, I think that was words, but I don't quite understand.
I thought you were going to say like they listen to you talk and they're having like coherent thoughts, and then you go, nah! And then now they're all gone.
Broken.
Yeah. Just it's like some kind of, transferable delusion of sorts,
Yeah. At a certain point, I realized that people are just going to nod along and confidently agree with me, regardless of what I say. So I just started going.
Yeah, just like scatting,
Yep.
Skid, scat, skoo. They're like, yes.
Yeah.
Very well put, actually.
And a raise for you.
Yeah, a raise
well
for you.
done.
They put on a monocle for some reason. I hope everyone's having a good week so far. It's a shorter week up here in Canada town because we have our Thanksgiving in October. So yeah. Did you have a good Thanksgiving, Carson? I definitely don't know the answer to this. We definitely didn't talk about this right before the show started.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All original content. And I'm dying now, apparently. Choking on water that I just drank. No, yeah, I did have a good Thanksgiving. How about yourself?
It was good. It was, it wasn't traditional, but it was good. It was very good. So I do have the rumor engine ready. We can talk about it super quick, but it's clearly a 40K thing, probably Mechanicus, AdMech, maybe Gene Stealer Cult, or like some kind of Tech Marine. It could be a Space Marine thing as well. But we've had a lot of that lately. Yeah. I don't know. It's 40K. So I'm going to flush it.
Yep. Or it's a proprietary Skaven nut pincher, perhaps.
Yeah. But it only works against like really big creatures because it's clearly on top of them. So I think it only works on like rat ogres.
2 rend.
Yeah. Yeah. It should be like a one-shot kill against like, anything that's like their crotch is like shoulder height. Yeah. Yeah. And it's not even like, it's not a 5-up like everything else. It's like a 3-up. Because they're not dead, but they're effectively dead. Yeah. They're down for the count, So, so instead, what I've got up is that leaked image of the miniatures from Darkwater, Warhammer Quest.
Yeah. A fun fact: this was actually taken from a real, genuine 40K player's phone.
Yeah, why are they always so fuzzy?
It's well, this is clearly on purpose. Like,
oh yeah, this is from the Warhammer community, but like the one that was leaked. You know what it is? I wonder if it's like a thumbnail, right? And then they're like copying a thumbnail.
That could be. Yeah, it's like just a small. It started off really small. And they just blew it up like crazy.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, because like, anyway. It is exciting though. We are seeing some interesting things here. I think this guy here is the big baddie. Like he's the what do you call it? Dolph Lundgren. I meant to say Chattakar of this set. Right? He looks probably like he's going to be Nurgly. But like looking at some of this other stuff in the background, I'm wondering like sure there'll be Pestigore or whatever, like Beastmen stuff. There's going to be like Blight Kings sort of things, but I'm hoping and thinking that there might be like some other things. Cause like if you look over here, there's like maybe some kind of, I don't know. It looks sort of like almost Idenith or or maybe Sylvaneth sort of related on the left side here. And then if you look down on the far left side, I'm wondering if these are alternate heroes, because Curse City came with like at least 6 heroes, maybe like 7 or 8 heroes. So I'm wondering if this is like some kind of named character Kurnoth Hunter. And looks like some kind of jade-ish wizard. And I'm not really sure about this guy, because he could be like some kind of ogrin, or like maybe even an ogre. But he looks pretty big. Like he looks sort of roughly the same size as the Kurnoth Hunter. Assuming that this is a Kurnoth Hunter. But yeah. I don't know. I'm excited though. I'm super excited.
Yeah. I'd be down to play if anyone in my local vicinity, hint, hint.
Me? Because I'm buying it. Like I pre-ordered it like just off the box set.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was just like instantly, give me one of them, you know? And
I have one request.
What's that?
Can I paint like the golden helmet knight guy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
Awesome. Anything else you want to paint?
We'll see.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds good. Like it might even be fun to play on the channel, you know? Like
that'd be cool.
Yeah, get like some whiskey or whatever. I mean, not alcohol.
Some caramel colored liquid.
Yeah, exactly. Some barley tea. Yeah. Some nice barley tea. Anyway. So I'm super excited for that. They're saying like, let's vote for which hero we reveal that's on the box cover or whatever. Sure. You know, I voted for the Bretonnian Knight guy because like he really looks like a Bretonnian Knight guy. I'm kind of like, I want to know what his story is, because it clearly says like it's going to be in the, and we talked about this last week, right? But it says it's going to be in, the Mortal Realms. I forgot. I lost the image right now, but it says it's going to be in the Mortal Realms. So we know it's going to be an Age of Sigmar, but like these are very sort of classic looking characters, as we talked about last week. They could be, they feel kind of old world, you know? So especially the Bretonnia looking duder. So yeah, I'm kind of curious what that's all about. But you know, I'm not too bothered by what order they reveal it in and whatnot, but hopefully hopefully it goes up for pre-order pretty soon. I'd love to play this over the holidays. But yeah, so then, so you can go vote for that if you're interested, but whatever. And then, yeah, I finished some Rat Ogres. So I just thought I'd throw them up on the screen. I've been painting very slow, extremely slow, basically not at all. But I had a lot of fun converting these guys up. And so, yeah, I just kind of wanted to share on the podcast here. Yeah. And what's that?
I said, looking good.
Thanks. Yeah. I really enjoyed converting them. Each one of them has like their own conversions. I've converted 3 more. I haven't started painting them. But I like the next set of conversions way more. I learned a lot doing these specific conversions on the first set of 3, and the next set I think is like, honestly, it's like my best conversion work ever. I'm really excited to show it, but obviously I need to paint it first. So yeah, but thanks, Damien. I appreciate that. Yeah. So is there anything else I'm forgetting? I feel like there's something I'm forgetting again. Or should we just get right into Kippers?
I don't think there's anything else.
Cool. I always mean to bring up the picture, the diagram that you made so beautifully. Why can't I find? I thought you could just. Well, anyway, the raccoon diagram was something of beauty that you made. But basically, so we're going to be talking about the names. We're going to be talking about the lists. But obviously the names are what we're all here for, the most important part. The greens I use, Tom, I use fluorescent green and I use some what's it called? Mantis. I use warp lightning, contrast warp lightning, thin down, and I use I think it's Mantis striking scorpion green. I thought it was Mantis Warrior Green, but it's not. It's Striking Scorpion Green. In mixtures.
Chart, by the way.
You said, oh, thank you. The chart. Excellent. By the way, that ding that happened on your computer just now, I know I'm too late, but that was not that wasn't your computer at home. That was, in fact, me. Boom. So the list names, this podcast is supposed to be, the reason why it's called AOS Trash Pandas is because the idea we're trying to evoke is like a raccoon going through your garbage and you're discovering them, like perhaps in the middle of the night, right? But in this case, the raccoon is going through your garbage looking for list names. So you give us the list name, and depending on how good it is, it's where the raccoon found it in the bin. If it's in the lower bin, that means it's really bad. It's stanky, it's gross, right? A little bit above that, moldy bits. Mid bin, the mid bin you're going to find your sort of half rotten garbage, but it's still good. It's still perfectly acceptable. Upper crust, now you're finding, stuff that like, yeah. And the upper bin is like something that you could probably just eat because you just threw it out. Like it's probably fine.
Yeah.
And then if the raccoon is like treasuring it so much that he like maybe wants to take it home, they're not even in the bin anymore. They're like, that's like a 4-0-1, or like basically the perfect score is 5-0, 5-0 in our hearts. If you just name your something like test list Kippers 2025, then we're probably going to give you a didn't understand the assignment because it seems like you didn't understand the assignment. And if we're not sure, then it goes in the recycling bin because we're not really sure if it belongs in the garbage or not with us, with the rest of us. So yeah. And there will be another trophy. Tell the people, Carson, how much that trophy costs.
$87,000.
I forgot that it went up. I remember last week it was 17 grand. Now, could you remind me why it went up like over double or over quadruple?
Cryptocurrency.
Right.
So,
right.
But the problem is that no one's buying it, and for some reason,
okay,
we're paying the cost, even though we already have them.
That does sound like us. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the original cost was 17 grand, but then through some shifty cryptocurrency.
Hold on.
Okay.
They are now worth 18 cents.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn it. Man, we lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
So, but in fact, the original cost around $17,000, but yeah, through our own mistakes, we've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars on every trophy. Apparently, I didn't realize that. That's very sad to hear.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we're sparing no expense. We're sparing way too many expenses, in fact. So yeah, shall we get into some lists? Is there anything I forgot to add?
No, I don't think so. There's one thing.
Okay.
Alex Butler reached out to me before the show and said that when we get to his list name,
yes,
you have to be the one to read it out loud.
I have to be?
Yeah.
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Yeah. I'm not going to, when we get to his name, I'm intentionally not going to look at the list name until you read it out loud. Because it's kind of like when you go to a restaurant, you want to taste what the chef has prepared, right? Like you don't want to do any modifications or whatever. Like the chef has a vision.
Omakase.
And I want to taste this in exactly the way Alex intended it to be presented.
Okay. Right? I hate this.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. First name.
I'm like 2 weeks from retirement, and then they pull me back in. I feel like this can't go well for me. Wait, so you haven't looked, so like you can't confirm whether or not there's like some kind of something that we shouldn't be showing on stream?
No.
Okay, well, because like for those of you at home, there's like, if anyone puts something that we should never ever show on stream, it's gonna be Alex, FYI.
Maybe John.
Oh, maybe John as well.
Yeah, maybe John. Yeah.
I can see John.
There's two landmines here.
There's two landmines for sure, but I've known Alex longer than you. I just want to say.
Alex says you can show it.
My money's on Alex. It's going to be. Yeah, anyway. Oh, God. You can show it? I mean, I'd love to believe you, Alex. I really would. That's not enough. Yeah. Yeah. Alex needs to personally pay me like 10 times that for me to feel. Anyway, we'll move on, but I'm going to spin the wheel, and God willing, we don't land on Alex first. So hopefully we get Alex last. You know what I mean? That's my hope. It's Curtis, though. Come on down, Curtis. Oh, man.
Curtis running Flesh Eater Courts.
Awesome. Curtis, known for his Flesh Eater Courts, tends to run a lot of ghouls, traditionally speaking.
Yep.
His list name is... I stole this list. I like it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's honest.
Yeah, it's honest. That's true. Yeah. Given props. He didn't say who he stole it from, but then you never know, because you can steal a list and then the other person you stole it from stole that list. So
yeah, this seems like the list that Taylor was running at Red or Dead, I think.
Actually, I think it is. I think it's exactly that.
Yeah.
Abhorrent Ghoul King. Oh, no, because I believe he had an Abhorrent Ghoul King on Terrorgeist with Stronger in Madness. And I could be wrong, but I think
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, I mean, I guess you could theoretically look at that, but yeah, Crypt Horrors reinforced. So he's got the Impassioned Serfs, and what were the Impassioned Serfs again? Is it? I've forgotten. I think it's the guy.
You don't know? How
No,
dare you?
I
How
know.
dare you not know?
Yeah, I know. Oh man.
That is any combat phase you can spend a CP, pick a friendly Serf unit that did not charge this turn and is in combat to use this ability.
What?
And then pick a target in combat with that Serf's unit to be the target.
Cannot pile in?
And no pile-in. Yeah, so you
Nice,
spend a
okay.
CP to turn off your opponent's pile-in.
That's incredible. Really strong. Really like it. And so he's got 2 units of Crypt Guard that'll work on. And yeah, I think it's worth it even just for that. Because it's like, what do you do? Other than that, you go for like the monster one, and the monster one only works on 1 unit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas
It's
I'm
a really nice, like, multi-layered defense, I guess, because you basically, like, let's say your opponent charges into Crypt Guard.
Yeah.
You check to see if they get their strikes first.
Yeah.
And if they do, or if they don't, then you could use that CP as like a...
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Defensive.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
And they don't get it for the rest of the turn. So like, wouldn't that even work against your second attack for the ogres? Like,
Iron Guts, yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
It would even work for, like, if you had like a pile-in at the end of the turn sub-faction or something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, right. Right. Or isn't it for the end? It's not till it's till the end of the turn. Wow. Okay. Shoot. I like it.
yeah. So it's pretty neat.
Very cool. I mean, we did talk about it last week.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't rate the list name. I'm actually gonna say upper crust for me. Maybe I'm
I'll
starting
agree
at a
with
little
that.
too high. Okay, cool. Yeah. Best of luck, Curtis. And we'll spin that wheel. It's the one Taylor beat me with. Turns off pylon. Sorry, Alex. The delay got you. Also, I wasn't looking at the chat, so.
Right.
Some guy called Matty Ass. Yeah. Ass.
Matty Ass.
Matty Ass Crush. L.
Okay. He's playing. Okay, so he's given us a YouTube video to watch, which starts at 18 seconds.
I've come to the conclusion that our friends hate us.
Okay.
Starts at 18 seconds. Are you checking it for me?
Yeah, you can click it.
Okay.
Or you can
I can
copy
show
it.
Copy. Okay. And paste.
Okay, so he's given us the DK rap.
Uh-huh.
And then under that, it says MC Magnate Crew. He wrote a whole verse. Hold on a minute.
Oh my goodness.
He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to beat.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
His mustache gun can fire in spurts. If he shoots, it's gonna hurt. He's richer, faster, and warded too. He's the first member of the MC crew. Huh. And then you do the chorus.
Oh, okay. MC. I don't remember how it goes. You got to do it. I lost it. I don't know what to do. Magnate's crew. MC. Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah.
Magnate's crew is here. Okay. Alex, are you sure you wanted me reading your list name? This is good, and there's a lot of effort here, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know?
I like this one a lot because there's it invites participation.
That's true. There's right? That. Yeah.
Yeah. I also like the part where he said he was going to beat up Dale. That was good.
We all like that.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh man. It's very cute too and kind of whimsical.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, I did the last one first.
I'm gonna give this one a 4-0-1.
That's exactly what I was gonna do, but I didn't want to be the first one to go there. Okay, perfect, perfect, really good.
Yeah. Excellent job.
Very good. Is this the same list as before? Because I feel like we kind of behooves us to go over.
It's very similar. I can kind of do like a very quick overview.
Let's do it.
Where essentially, like,
love it.
You've got Brock, which is going to be handing out that +1 attacks in combat. You've got one frigate, which can't actually transport stuff, but it can do the charge and like giving a fight first to something. 2 units of reinforced Sky Wardens just for punchy punch. 10 Bongrim Salvagers, a Null Chemist, which will be beating up priests and wizards. 3 engine riggers, and then 2 reinforced units of Harpoon Crew, which can do that funky 2d6 move in the movement phase, which is pretty annoying. And then, like, I think it's once per game, but I can't remember. He can like double the movement characteristic of one of the Skyfarer units. They're just zipping 24 inches across the table, which is kind of silly. And yeah, that's pretty much that. It's just extremely fast. It's got a surprising amount of shooting, and then it can just like cross the table and reposition on a dime. So really, really good.
Perfect.
Best of luck to you, Matthias.
Best of luck, and I will keep you're currently in first place for list names. We got Sam Powell. Ossiarch Bone Reapers. Okay, we're just gonna. There we go.
His list name is Catacross and Morghast are terrible, and I'm tired of pretending they're not.
I don't know why that got me. Like I'm not even arguing for or against that. It has nothing to do with that. I don't know. I like the energy of it. Oh man, I'm going to go upper crust.
I would like to say it's a mid bin, but I'll agree with you on an upper crust.
Yeah,
I feel
it's
like out of the spirit of Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. I like that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Ossiarch Bone Reapers.
So he is. Does he have any? What is Hekatos Drill Masters again? I'm trying to remember. It's one of the Scourge of Gyran ones. Hekatos
It
Drill
sounds like it.
Masters. Pick a friendly non-hero, non-fly infantry unit to be the target. Pick one of the following effects: a 5-up ward, or +1 to charge, or +1 to wound, or anti-charge +1 red. Okay. Neat. So it's almost like you get one of the OBR buffs that you wouldn't. So you can like double up in one of the phases, maybe. So like normally you'd be choosing between a 5-up ward and +1 to wound in the combat phase. Now you can choose to have both, kind of thing.
That's cool. I like it.
For one unit, and it's in your hero phase.
And you have to spend the extra RDP or whatever.
There's no points anymore. You just do stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's just being near a hero.
Oh,
There's
even
no. Here.
I wasn't lying when I said I know nothing about it.
Fair enough. He's got Intercept and Recover and Restless Energy, which are pretty aggressive tactics. Arc in the Black, who's got that big 18-inch bubble of Spell Ignore, Double Caster at +1 to cast. Or Triple Caster? Might be Triple Caster. Immortus Guard, which is going to be doing like a Bodyguard-esque thing, a Mortec Crawler for some shooting. The Tyrannic Cohort can be deep striking down, so that's kind of his quasi-mobility. Then he's got a Mortisan Soul Reaper with the Aura of Sterility, which I believe is the -1 to wound for shooting.
Okay. While you're looking that up, I'll just read out.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. What were you reading out?
Well, I was just going to say, Keith said about Matthias's thing, it's a little bit too long and there's a 3-step process and you have to sing. That's a lot of work. And Ludivicus said, I'm with Keith. If it was just a link to them singing, it'd be a 5-0. I want to point that out. Yes. If it was a link, if Matthias had uploaded a video of him singing the rap, the Donkey Kong rap that he made to the, you know what I mean, to that instrumental from Donkey Kong, easily a 5-0. He might have won the overall thing. Like, I agree with that. I just want to point that out. If you go to that much trouble, for sure, you know. So, yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. So this is just going to be like, it's just like a big OBR infantry build. Like,
right.
It kind of reminds me of like a 3rd edition OBR list, where it's just like stacking up on a Mortis Guard, a little bit of Necrostalkers.
Right. That's true. Yeah. And it's got like one crawler as well. So
yeah.
I mean, I guess that's kind of a 4th thing too. We're seeing like at least one shooting unit when armies have access to them, so that's not too surprising. But yeah, no, it's cool.
Nice. Well, best of luck to you, Sam.
Very best of luck. Okay, so we got that, and the wheel has been spun. And it is going to land on Bryce.
Bryce Coppin. Okay.
Lumineth. Okay.
He's playing Lumineth Realm Lords.
Uh-huh.
His list name is, I guess I'll go to the movement phase.
Oh, man, Bryce. Oh, man.
Here's
Are you a dad?
Though.
Bryce?
He does have Stone Guard, which are like the cow themed guys, but he doesn't actually have the big cows. So can he legally make this joke?
Yeah, because he's got the Stone Guard.
All right.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Even though, I mean, that's really not the issue here. Also, I just want to point out that it says ill. I guess.
True.
Ill.
I guess ill go to the movement phase.
Yeah.
Okay. You're on thin ice, Bryce.
You're on thin ice, buddy.
Yeah.
But I do like the sort of laissez-faire kind of, you know what I mean?
I would give it an upper crust. I think.
Upper crust. Okay.
Yep.
In the spirit of Thanksgiving, I will follow you there.
Yep.
The misspelling for me, I was gonna say mid bin, but
That's fair.
yeah. I think you're right though. I think you're right.
Cool. All right. So he's All Earth Temple, which just locks him into that like Stone Guard buffing ability. Then he can pick one other every battle round. Then he has Scouting Force and Wrathful Cycles, which to me says that he's going to be playing like very defensively, I guess. Like he wants to be the underdog at some point. He's planning on like not interacting with you too much unless you go and like overcommit into him, and then in which case he wants to counterpunch back into you. So he's got those super tough Stone Guard units that are going to be standing on points with a 5-up ward and probably -1 rend. A Scourge Garen, Light of Altharion, which can be tossing away and then bringing back with a manifestation. Some River Blades to just kind of be jumping around the table. The Twins, which are a bunch of nerds. More River Blades.
Can't
And then
confirm.
an Enlightener to be giving out the Ethereal 4-up save. With Waystone and Flawless Commander, which I believe one of them is the +2 to move for infantry units. And then I can't remember what Waystone is. And then he's also got the Skyport Profiteers, probably for 2 reasons. Number one is that those Stone Guard units are going to be 10 or less, and they're infantry, which means he can teleport them around for a CP. So he could just go like plop and just like put them over on like the complete opposite side of the table if you haven't protected that spot yet. And the Thunderers can shut off a ward, which is pretty nice. So
Nice.
yeah, it's it'll definitely have some mobility, and it's going to be a pretty tough nut to crack. So yeah, I see what he's going for here.
I like it. I just want to point out, Madeline says about the list name that it's technically legal when referring to that there's no giant cow guys, but against the spirit of the law. And I think that really is, that's like so exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an affront, is what it is.
Yeah. To our
but,
sensibilities.
but it is legal.
It is legal. Yeah. So,
Okay.
but like you said earlier, thin ice, Bryce. Thin
Yep.
ice. No. Oh, thank God. Okay. Alex Leslie.
Seraphon, Mr. Seraphon himself, some would say. No other Seraphon player is dedicated as him. Unfortunately, though, his list name, he did not understand the assignment. It just says Kippers 2,000 points.
Alex. I'm almost disappointed you as I am in my friend Alex. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to go over his list?
Sure. So the Shadow Strike Star Host is the one that allows you to move up to 3 skink keyworded units in the shooting phase. And then we've got, let's see, Stegodon Chief. That's kind of interesting. Only 180 points now? Okay. Yeah, with the Sky Streak bow. So some decent, I think it's damage 3 shooting. Incandescent Retrices for some healing in each hero phase. Chosen of Quetzal. I don't remember that one. Armor Cruncher is the one where you can roll above their armor save, and then it minuses to the rest for the rest of the turn, I believe, or it's I don't know. It's basically effectively that combat phase. I don't remember Chosen of Quetzal because the Armor Cruncher is the monstrous trait or whatever. I can look that up in a second, but Reinforced Raptidons and a unit of Ripperdactyl Rider, so both keyworded to skinks there, you'll notice. And I can't remember if the Stegodon Chief has that as well. You would think so. It would make sense. And then the Sunblood pack for, it's very popular right now to, get rid of like the chip damage and whatnot.
Chosen of Quetzal is you pick a visible, friendly, non-monster skink unit that is in combat and is fully within 12 inches to be the target, and this is in any combat phase.
Okay.
On a 3-up, the target can move 8 inches, and it can move through the combat ranges of enemy units, but cannot end that move in combat. So it can just
that's really cool. So a lot of mobility here.
Yeah.
And then there's the Reinforced Croxagore for some anti-infantry action. Oh, and then just skinks, regular skinks. Skink Starseer. I'm starting to see a little bit of a pattern here. Hunters of Huanchi with dart pipes, because they are 20 points cheaper, although they don't have the utility. And then a Spawn of Chotek, also with a skink keyword. That thing is really not great. And then Grunstock Thunderers, or whatever they're called, the Regiment of Renown. This is pretty cool, though. There's so much mobility in here. There's shooting in a bunch of different units, some of it better than others, obviously. But, you might get lucky with that. I still think the Spawn of Chotek is like way overpriced, like for what it does. Like, you know what I mean? But you can get lucky with it, and then they're minus to all shooting attacks, which really helps out when you're shooting with like javelins and crap like that, or even with the Stegodon Chief with the Sky Streak bow, because even though the rend isn't great on it, the damage is. So that can really, you can fire that thing off. You get, I got lucky. Maybe I'll out attack on the Chief or something like that. Really cool. I like it a lot. But someone tell Alex to name his lists. There will be no reminder. Well, there probably will be.
Next time.
Yeah, next time. We'll remind him next time, actually. Best of luck to Alex.
Did my list come up yet? No, it did not.
Nope. We got John. We got Lineman, or what do you call it?
Landmine number 1?
Mine number 2.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I see what you're saying. Like, he came up first, so he is the first landmine to come up.
He is playing Iron Jaws.
Ooh.
And his list name is...
Yes.
Just a lot of muscly guys hanging out together in the middle of the board, and it's totally normal. And what? No, don't make it weird. It's totally not like that.
I like that a lot. I like that probably too much. Is it my turn to go first?
I don't know. No, yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. Upper bin.
I agree with upper bin.
Okay.
It's good.
I'm glad. That was close. So big snickas, I believe, is if they have a wound characteristic more than you get +1 to wound.
Yeah, you can pick one of your units to basically
Right.
have that effect any given combat phase.
Right.
Yeah. But
So
it's not your whole army.
Oh, right. That's fair. Yeah. And then all the normal stuff, including manifestations of Gorka Morka. We got an Ardboy Big Boss, which will make the shield bash. It's like +1. It goes off in 5s instead of 6s, which is pretty cool. And Eye for Defight, I believe, is the 4-inch redeploy whenever you roll less than that.
Yep.
And then Ardboys reinforced, Ardboys, Brutes reinforced, War Chanter for the +1 damage, and prayers in general. Then the Shaman, because you need something to get out those manifestations of Gorka Morka. Mega Boss on Maw Crusher, love it, with Fasten and Trophy Skulls. I forget what that is. That might be one of the new ones.
Fasten is the hero phase move once per battle. Trophy Skulls is +10 OC.
+10 OC. Oh, that's what it was. I forgot. Is that from Scourge of Gyran?
Nope.
No,
I
okay.
don't think so. Yeah.
I'm just smoking a crack. And then we've got 3 units of Weird Brute Rekkas from the Scourge of Gyran. And at their new price point, they are very good because they can give +1 to hit on all those Ardboys and Brutes. I like it a lot.
Yeah, this is a neat list.
It is.
I like like the once per game extra move on the Maw Crusher. It turns it into like a bit of a torpedo.
Right.
An 18 wound 3-up torpedo.
Yeah.
I also like on the Mega Boss the extra rend that people have been giving him, so you can get to like rend 3 on
always
both.
Always go rend, because then and if you give him the rend that gives him more rend, then he's just like always rocking an obscene amount of rend on a lot of like high damage attacks. It's really cool.
Yeah, but I could see John kind of using this to shore up one of the weaknesses of Iron Jaws, which is traditionally on spread maps you have trouble getting around. So
That's
if you have
true.
this once per game just like yeeting 20 inches, then I can see it being pretty nice.
That's a good point for sure. I'm just like, it's just my style though. Is I want to kill things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is an interesting list. It's got a lot of different tools. Iron Jaw is really efficient now. Has like a lot of stuff, so it's cool.
Right. Yeah, I agree. They're winning that race to the bottom. So this list is going to be in the top 3 lists. So I added it. Yeah. Okay. Oh man, I had no idea. Nick Halsall. Nick. Gloomspike gets. Ooh. Oh yes. 8-legged trogs is the list name. 8-legged trogs. There's quite a few Arachnaroks in this Skitterstrand Arachnaroks in this list. But it's under Trogherd. Very interesting. 8-legged trogs. Midbin?
Midbin.
Okay.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, so Trogherd, I believe, is the one that heals. Is it still the one that heals when you after you fight, in addition to the hero phase? They haven't changed that?
Yeah,
cool.
It's the same.
I have the book, but I haven't put in the code yet, so I really don't know my rules very well for them. But we got Trug. I like that. Random effects and all.
Out.
Yeah.
Rend or ward for himself, or
yeah,
something.
Or if you roll 3 1s, he just hurts himself.
Nice. Yeah. So it's good.
But that's still better than like the original Screaming Bell, because that's 1 in 6, whereas this is 1 in 216 or whatever. So yeah. Sorry.
But yeah, he's got the Denkled Troggoth, which is kind of cool because it has that like move in any combat phase, and it can just like enter combat, which is kind of
cool.
Then he's got 9 Trogs, I think, and then the Web Spinner Shaman and 3 Arachnaroks.
Nice.
Just
Oh, I see. Are you including Trug there? 1, 2, 3.
9 Rock Guts. Because it's
because one of them's not reinforced, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Neat. This is kind of cool, and there's like a lot of mobility with the Skitter strands. You know what I mean? The base size is a huge pain in the ass, but they sure get around. So that's cool. Ignoring terrain and whatnot. Awesome. Yeah. Nothing else to say for me.
Yeah. Best of luck, Nick.
Best of luck. And thank you for playing Skitterstrand, Spider Fang. I appreciate that. I'd like to see more of it. Carson's list has not come up yet. Roman.
Roman is playing Sons of Behemoth.
Ooh.
And his list name is Rockefeller Industries.
And because he's playing the rock throwing sub-faction Manskittle Mob. That's pretty good.
Yep. And he's got the Scourgigaran Kraken Eater, which will be descending from heaven and throwing more rocks at
people. From the beanstalk,
Yeah.
He's just coming down like some kind of WWF star. Oh wait, I went last time twice in a row. Or I went first last time. Yeah. Nice, Troy.
I think this is an upper crust.
That's exactly where I was going to go. So
perfect. And then pretty simple. He's got a Gatebreaker with Monstrously Tough and Mantle of Tuscan Horns. 4 smalls, a Scourgigaran Kraken Eater, and a Gatebreaker. And Monstrously Tough, I think, is just more wounds, and Mantle of Tuscan Horns, I believe, is the once per game aura of +1 to hit, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not sure. But yeah, Roman's just going to chuck rocks at you.
Yep.
Until you come deal with him, essentially. Yep. That's the plan for this list.
That's exactly what he's going to do. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I know we
hope you have a solution.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to stand next to terrain and throw rocks at you.
And on objectives, notably.
That's true. Actually, that's a good, another thing. I don't think I've talked about this before, but I really hope they replace when giants get a new book. I really hope they replace the Man Crusher Gargant ancient kit.
Yeah.
It's about time. So, yeah. Cool. Very good. This might be third place for me. Should I keep it for a bit?
Sure.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay. Because we've got to have a top 3.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. It's very important. Lex.
I think I played Lex round 1 last Kippers I went to.
Okay. Seraphon.
Yep. Seraphon, and his list name I was so preoccupied with whether or not I could. I didn't stop to think if I should.
God dang it. This is so good. Damn it. And I have to go first, too.
Again?
No. Well, I mean,
You went.
I did go twice in a row. Okay, fair.
Yeah.
I appreciate
I appreciate what this is doing.
Yeah.
It's this is clearly like a Jurassic Park quote. Okay, I want to see in the context of the rest of the list. It doesn't really, like, why though, right? It doesn't make sense. I think out of respect for it, I'm gonna say like upper crust.
Okay.
But I'm curious to hear what you think.
Honestly, I was gonna go 4-0-1.
Really?
Yeah, because
I've seen this list name before for Seraphon.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, or we have rather.
I don't remember seeing this list name. I remember seeing other Jurassic Park references, but not this one.
Well, why don't we meet in the middle at Upper Bin?
I think that's
Keith
fair.
is saying Upper Bin as well.
Okay. I like it. By the way, I appreciate when people chime in on their. I want to know in the comments and in the chat where you guys are at with this, with some of these. Like everyone be kind to each other, and if you're going to disagree about something as inconsequential. I mean, it's pretty important though. Actually, I don't want to undersell how important the list name rating system is, but always be respectful. Yeah, I think Upper Bin is probably where it should be at. True story. I bought a Jurassic Park t-shirt, like the old school original one, right? And then I put it in my t-shirt drawer, I guess, and I didn't remember that I bought one. And then I bought another one, and it's almost exactly the same. And then I was like, yeah, it's weird. I felt like I had another one. And then anyway, not that long ago, they both ended up in the wash or whatever. I wore one, and then I found that same t-shirt. And I was like, damn it, I have 2 of these things. So I really like Jurassic Park is what I'm trying to say. I read the book before the movie even came out. I was a, huge fan. So, this one really speaks to me. So anyway, I really like it. If it has been heard before, if it's been used before, then I still think Upper Bin is fair because we mark it down. We always mark it down at least 1, but I haven't seen it. So yeah, I really like it. Okay. That's me just defending it. Sunclaw Starhost though is the one where you pile in and do mortal wounds. And then we've got a Slan Starmaster, excellent caster, unbinds anywhere on the board, brings back units on a 4-up. Quaddle Familiar for the plus D6 to cast once per game for a whole magic phase though, so it'll get three things out of it. Are you pretending to eat out of the spam thing? You can't show the top if you're going to do that. You got to keep it tilted towards you.
I forgot the perspective of the camera.
Yeah, exactly. That's okay. And then we got 2 units of Raptidon Chargers. I like this because they're very fast, so they're able to kind of go around. I'm sure there's a good reason to reinforce them, but this is probably what I would do as well. Saurus Guard to bodyguard the Star Master. We've got a Scar Veteran on Agrodon with a set of reinforced Agrodon Lancers, which is really good because he also has the Old Blood on the new Soggy Old Blood on Carnosaur, which keeps them from like downgrading their rage meter, a la Primal Rage. Fighting game reference achieved, tick. And then Ancient Defender is... Ancient Defender. I've forgotten what that is. Being of the Stars is the ethereal. So it's got a 4-up ethereal save, essentially. Ancient Defender is the +1 to hit, I think. On the mount attacks. On all the companion attacks. I'm almost positive that that's right. Which is good because like they're hitting on 4s, so it goes to 3s. And yeah, that's pretty cool. And then another unit of Agrodon Lancers. This is a really awesome list, honestly. This is the kind of thing that I would definitely enjoy running myself. So absolutely approved. And it's very fast too. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't go with the because like you'd have to get rid of Being of the Stars if you want to put on Beastmaster for the extra speed. But there is a lot of cavalry here. But you're paying so much for the Scourge of Gyran Old Blood on Carnosaur that I really like. I like having Being of the Stars on there to keep him alive. I kept losing mine, and then you can't give plus to your movement if he doesn't exist. Well done, Carson. I like it. It does seem like an unusual amount of Seraphon. It's just that it's they're in a race to the bottom with Iron Jaws, and we'll see who wins. But yeah, really cool. I think for me this is this will replace Romans because this one was in the upper bin. So there we go. Patrick's list is a 5-0 for sure. Wait, what? Oh, he literally said, I won't be kind and you can't make me. Kenrick, a former world champion of list naming, but because of that, he gets held up to a higher standard. It is Gloomspite Gits.
The list name is...
Yes.
Frazzlegit's Flickbean, Nasha Squig's Wet Mouth, and Scragrot's Clammy Hand. What more could I need?
What the hell?
Is Flickbean actually a thing on the Frazzlegit, or is it just a...
I don't know. I don't know whether I hope that it is or not.
I don't think it is.
It is a thing?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Jeez Louise, Kenrick. I didn't think you were going to be the landmine.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Well, that's the obvious take there, Alex. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Okay. Wait, whose turn is it again? Oh no, you went. You went first last time.
Oh, right.
God dang it. I'm going to go upper crust on this one because just the last bit I think could be better.
What more can I need?
Yeah. Like, I feel like there's room for improvement there. I don't even a lot of the time I give my 2 cents, you know what I mean? And I kind of say what I think would make it better. I don't even I'd have to think on this for a while, but again, what if it was need I say more? Yeah. Like even just that, you know what I mean? And like I said, Kenrick, former world champion, you know what I mean? When a former world champion gets top 8 at a tournament, you're like, well, of course they did. You know, so you're a little harder on them, right? So upper crust.
Okay. I was going to say upper bin, but I think I'll agree with you on an upper crust.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll drag him down a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Because he's our homie. And that's what you do. Yeah.
And then his actual list is I think it might be the exact list that Sam Meng brought last weekend or 2 weekends ago.
Oh, okay.
Or no, was it last weekend? Not the just past weekend, but the weekend before, which is just like Scragrot, 18 Rock Guts, 60 Squig Herd, and then a Squig Boss with Nash's Squig. So it's just like a massive stat check. And the
Right.
Squig Lanch sub-faction, so he's going to be +1 attack on the charge with the Squigs. Like,
Right.
no, so he's just got like an absolute rock wall plus
like a pretty
insane
killer
damage.
diller. Yeah. Force there.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. I kind of wish that there was like some Boingrot Bounders in here, maybe, but I'd have to kind of like.
This is exactly 2,000 points thing. Like,
No,
it's
I know.
pretty-
Well, like I'm thinking like maybe get rid of like one of the units of Rock Guts or something. Like that's a lot of very slow trolls. But they hit hard and they're an anvil. I mean, what do I know? I am, you know, I'm like a mere enthusiast at this point for but very good. I approve. It's got my 2 favorite things. Actually, Spiderfang is my favorite thing, but I don't expect anyone to take Spiderfang to a tournament. Anytime they do, I'm just impressed. And like Ludivika said earlier, at least it tells GW that we're interested in spiders. Like don't get rid of them. You know what I mean? But they keep adding more stuff, so they might at some point. That's something that I'm kind of worried about. Anyway, yeah, it's really cool though. I really like it. A bunch of squigs. Yeah, a bunch of trolls. What more could you need? You know?
Nothing.
Yeah. Okay. We're on to the next one. He achieved peak fame, fell into cheeseburger substance abuse. Now we get the confusing celebrity speak. Frederick Schmidt.
The Invader.
The Invader. I mean, so is John, kinda.
True.
From a certain point of view. Disciples of Letitsnich. And the list name is A Giant Bird Catfishes Scarbrand for the Love of the Game. And he has Scarbrand in here.
Yep. And a Lord of Change.
Like, just the idea of a Lord of Change catfishing Scarbrand is kind of amazing.
Yeah. And now he's all flustered and angry. And he's on the battlefield. He's like, no!
Exactly. I'm an incel. You go first this time. I'm
Okay. I like this one. It's not my favorite, but I do like it. I think this is an upper crust for me.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
It's fun.
That time I genuinely had trouble deciding though.
It was tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's fun, but it's like,
Yeah.
it's not like, there's no shock value, which tends to get good points. Like,
Yeah.
it's simple.
It is.
Yeah. And then the list itself is the Weird Flame Host, which is the -1 to wound for stuff that's burning. He's got Alert of Change with a Baleful Sword, which is going to be handing out burning whenever it deals damage to something. The Illusionist and the Mutating Blade, which will be a -1 to hit, only within 3 inches of it. And then a 2d6 attacks instead of a whatever attacks, respectively, I believe, on its sword. And then it's got 20 blue horrors, or 40 blue horrors? Is it 40? I think it's 20 to 40 for blue horrors.
Wow.
Let me check. Blue horrors.
They come in 10s, right?
No, I think that's pinks.
Gross.
No, yeah, they do come in 10s. You're right. It's 20,
Okay.
20 blue horrors.
Because when you buy the box, they come with 10 blues and 10 brimstones, which is beyond annoying.
Yeah.
But.
So yeah, it's got 20 blues, minimum size unit of pinks ×2, and then a chaos spawn to be able to do the pinning thing.
Right.
Another unit of 20 blue horrors, and then a burning chariot of Siege and a change caster. And then of course Scarbrand. There's kind of a cute combo that you can do with this, which is if you refuse to kind of like participate in the seesaw mechanic of
Yeah.
Zeech,
Yeah.
where like, some blues die and then you have to kill some pinks and then they replenish blues,
Yeah.
he will instead he's just going to have the blues up front and then the pinks just sitting like next to Scarbrand. And Scarbrand will
Oh.
just kick the crap out of the pinks because he has to fight if there's something within 3 of them for that Regiment of Renown.
Even
And
if it's
then-
friendly.
Yeah, and then he will like force the recursion onto the blues by doing so. Which is kind of funny.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, and then obviously Scarbrand's just a big old hammer. Like,
Right.
yeah.
That's fun, actually.
Yeah.
But like couldn't he accidentally like just kill the whole unit with Scarbrand though?
Maybe. Let's see. Pinks are. The thing is too though is he kind of doesn't mind if they die, because if a unit of pink horrors dies, so it's 10 models and they're 2 wounds each, so Scarbrand has to do 20 damage to a 6 of ward basically, which is actually pretty unlikely.
Yeah, that's fine.
But even if he does kill them, then now the in the movement phase, the Lord of Change can just like move and then respawn a unit of 5 somewhere.
Oh, right.
Which is way less surface area and could just like take an objective from behind your opponent or something like that. Like,
Interesting.
it's kind of not a bad thing if you lose some horrors that like weren't going to be going very far anyway.
So pink horrors don't split anymore?
When they die,
Yeah.
you can either I think it's on a 4-up, they deal a mortal wound back to whatever was in combat with them.
Yeah.
Or, and this just happens, they turn into 2 blues.
Oh, but wouldn't you always pick 2 blues?
Well, if the blue unit is like capped, then no. But
Oh, I see.
yeah, like you can't go past the original unit size. But
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. Okay. I like it.
But what you can do, I'm pretty sure, is you can like a bunch of blues are dead, and there's a bunch of brimstones.
Right.
You still go back to 20 blues, not a total size of 20 in the unit. So which means you could be at a size of like 30 if you had like 10 brimstones spawned or something.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay.
Yep.
Very
So, yeah.
interesting.
It's funny. It's a funny combo.
It is. Yep.
Yeah. It's expensive, but it's a funny combo.
Yeah, that's true. But it's tricky and interesting. It's very Zeechian, to use Scarbrand that way. Awesome. Very best. By the way, Ludivika said 4-0-1 for Fred, and some other people said 4-0-1 for Kenrick. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna say I'm actually gonna go back on what I was thinking, because like they kind of convinced me in the chat there. Upper crust. I'm with you with upper crust. Yeah. I expect a lot from Kenrick though, so it's only because I respect him, and his accomplishments in the field of list naming. Yeah. And I agree with Ludivicus. That made me laugh too. Scott Frederick. Oh, he was still up there. Iron Jaws.
This name is just Wah.
Wah. That's got to
think
go in
it's
the
like-
lower bin.
Oh, that too. Yeah, lower bin's fine.
Because this is not something that like I feel like this isn't a list name that you would. By the way, lower bin is better than the recycle bin.
That's true.
Yeah.
You participated in the game, you just did poorly.
Yeah, exactly. You just didn't participate very much or very hard. I like it though. Like it's like I like it fine. You know what I mean? Like it's the kind of thing that I might even just do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Win. No, 4-0-1 is because that's the right format. It should be win, loss, draw. And so 4-0-1 is like not quite a 5-0. Because that's how it goes. It goes win, loss, draw. Is how they give sports. Like it doesn't go tie doesn't go in the middle. Anyway, I don't know why I got drawn into that. So we got Orc Warclans. We've got Iron Fist. And Iron Fist, is that the 8-up charge +1 attack? Or is that the +1, or is that the +1 to hit? I can't remember the names don't mean anything to me the way that they do them in Iron Jaws.
It's the +1 to hit one.
+1 to hit one. Okay, cool. I really like that one, especially if you're not investing in the Scourge of Gyran. What do you call them? Rekkas. So, and that makes sense when you've got like a lot of like cavalry, or if you've got a lot of like monsters or a mixture. If you don't have a lot of, because like those other guys are probably going to die to like shooting, and they're not going to be with your infantry or with your monsters and whatnot, because they're running two very different speeds. So anyway, I like it. We've got a Mega Boss on Maw Crusher, which is really dope. Mega Bossy. Oh, shoot. I forget this one, too. Amber Whetstone, though, is the +1 rend. Biggin is... Oh, shoot. I forget which one this one. Is this the plus rend? I should keep my phone out.
Biggin is... Yeah, +1 rend.
Nice.
Yep.
Sick. That's a fun... That's like my favorite combo. And then
the Mega Bossy is if this unit charged for the rest of the turn, it's going to charge wholly within 18.
That's a cool one too. Because you've got like the Scourge of Gyran Gore Guntras there. You've got the Brutes. You know what I mean? Like you've got like other stuff. The Scourge of Gyran Gore. Oh no, there's no more Gore Gruntas. Fair enough. I was thinking like it was going to be a big pig in there, but they're pretty like they're much better on the charge. So that's cool. Mega Boss on foot. Ard Boys. It's like a good mixed list. You know what I mean? And there's like some pretty killy stuff. Like in an Iron Fist list, you want stuff that's going to kill so that the next thing can get the +1 to hit for free. And there's no like limit on that. There's no like range on that. It's not like they have to be in range to do the next thing or whatever. So that's pretty cool. I like it. Yeah. Best of luck to Scott. And then we've got some more. Yeah, we're a sport. Yeah. We'll keep telling ourselves that. David Blanchard Wright. David.
Attorney at law.
Attorney at law? Blades of Corn. A lawyer faction if I've ever seen one. Or it used to be.
And his list name is... I'm just going to crit 3 times with the Boom Thirster and call it skill expression.
That's sick. This is cool.
That.
Yeah.
You did that to me 2 nights ago.
I actually did that to you. Amazing.
Yeah.
Was this on TTS?
Yeah, it was.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's very inside baseball. You know what I mean? Like you'd have to you have to know about Korn to get the list name, which is, like there's pluses to that and minuses to that, I guess. I like it though. It's kind of self-deprecating too. I'm going to say upper crust, but that was a hard one for me to decide. I'm trying
not to let like personal bias get into it, but
That's
I think
fair.
upper crust as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's fine.
Nice.
And then as for the actual list, thankfully he wrote down notes. He's got the Gore Tide, which is +2 inches to move for. He picks 2 mortal units to do that. He's got Master of the Paths and Restless Energy for just like very standard, like aggressive-ish tactics. He's got a Wrath of Khorne Bloodthirster with Argath, King of Blades, so it's going to be no ward for heroes within 3, and then the Wrath of Khorne is going to be picking the other Bloodthirster, so the Boom Thirster, and giving it +1 attack anywhere on the battlefield. A reinforced unit of Blood Warriors to act as an anvil. The Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage, which is the big, like, every time it rolls a 6, it's going to be D3 mortals to every enemy within 8 inches. Claws of Karanak, which is a wildly undercosted unit, and I hate them.
I think they went up too, didn't they?
I don't know. It's silly. Yeah,
it is pretty crazy.
Especially because he had this thing where like he So he was playing with Kenrick, and then Fleshhounds. And the claws of
Okay.
Kenrick have a thing where if they're within 12 inches of Fleshhounds or Kenrick, they get crit 5s and 6s, and they're crit 2 hits, and it's like 25 attacks.
Jeez.
And then he has a way.
Wait, they're crit 2 hits. Oh, they get on 5s and 6s. I see. Wow.
Exactly, yeah. And so I think they're 4s and 3s base, but he can get the 3s and 2s because he can be +1 to wound and +1 to hit. So 3s and 2s, 25 attacks, crit 2 hits on 5s and 6s. It's like, it was a nightmare for a night haunt, for specifically.
Right.
Oh, good.
Right. And they're for 110 points. That's pretty wild.
Just 100 points.
Oh,
So that's pretty scary to like
100
most
points.
things, period. Yeah.
Claws of Karen. Oh, yeah. I read
Yeah.
I read the Kenrick at 110 points.
Yeah.
Jeez
Kenrick
Louise.
himself, it's just in the list name, or sorry, in the list itself is going to say it's going to like teleport around the battlefield. It can bring the dogs with it, 7 inches away from a hero and 9 inches away from everybody else. And then he's got a Bloodstoker, which is going to be using Frenzied Taskmaster to move D6 on one unit and then giving run and charge to it. So basically his minimum movement for like his mortal units, if he uses Frenzied Taskmaster and the +2 move, is 14 inches.
Jeez.
Because he can auto run 6 and then +2 plus D6. So it's a lot. Then the Realm Gore Ritualist for the +1 to wound, wholly within 12 for the rest of the game, and then a Slaughter Priest for being a priest who slaughters. Yeah, it's an interesting list. A lot of people are kind of poo-pooing on Khorne, but yeah, I like it. It's neat.
But like you said, for 100 points, like there's definitely stuff here. And obviously no one like wants to overinvest in Claws of Kenrick when they eventually get nerfed, over nerfed potentially. But yeah, that's a lot of attacks to be on like a very good amount of, Anyway.
Yeah. Granted, they're like 8 wounds on a 6-up or something like that. Like they're paper thin.
For sure.
But it's still.
Yeah. That's fair.
Or maybe a 5-up. But still, yeah, it's a pretty good list. He's a good player. I think he'll do well, and best of luck.
Very best of luck to David. Boop, boop. You can also give them crit mortal, says Bing.
That's true. Yes, actually, yeah, that's another big thing is with a prayer, you can give them crit mortals, which means they're going to be doing like, what is that on average? Like,
Caleb, by the way, is next with a K.
Okay. Caleb Walters. Caleb Hartley. Okay.
Scavin. Oh, yeah. So the list name is, by the way, I don't want to interrupt you about Khorne. By the way, if you give them crit mortal, do they get crit mortal on 6s? And then if they have the 5-up crit 2 hits, then they get like on 5s, they basically get crit 2 hits? No,
No.
They get crit mortals on 5s?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can choose as well.
That's
if
true.
You think
That's true. Yeah.
you'd rather have the volume.
Yeah. If you're rocking like -1 rend and they've got like a 6-up save, you're just like, okay, I'll just take the volume.
Yeah, exactly.
Or in this sort of situations, you might even, right on.
Yep.
I like that. That's very cool. Caleb Hartley is playing Skaven, and the list name is Bring the Vermintide. It's sort of like one of those sort of thematic things. You know what I mean? They're like they're not really going for funny. They're just kind of going for like this kind of cool phrase. So we generally have been going mid-bin for that kind of thing. And I'm happy to do that. I tend to rate anything that's Skaven a little bit higher, but I'm being fair, I think. So yeah. Okay. Well, the Claw Horde is the +1 rend on Verminous units on Le Charge. You've got Visic Skewer for prayers and stuff like that. Everyone's pretty used to it at this point. And then you got Reinforced Clan Rats, so 40 Clan Rats there, and then an Engineer with a Warp Blaster, which is very brave, and then 2 units of Jezzail. Now, I don't see. Yeah, there's no. What do you call them? Battle tactics here? Am I missing it? I don't see them.
No, you're correct.
Okay.
No battle
Okay.
tactics.
Sometimes I just like look past things, so I wasn't sure. I'm wondering if like the intention. It's possible Caleb's new to the game. We'll have to get in touch with maybe Andy and just kind of let him know that they forgot to choose them. But yeah. Anyway, because the Giselles I'm going to say is they're pretty good for scouting. You know what I mean? Like even if you can't get them from a gnaw hole, you can put your gnaw hole. Like you can get out of the gnaw hole within 6 inches. So you can put the gnaw hole close enough to another piece of terrain that they can still get scouting through the use of the gnaw hole. That's pretty good. Throw the Giselle down nearby, etc. Anyway, and then you've got, yep.
Pat brought up a good point where it says General's Handbook 2024-25. So that might have been what happened in his app.
Yeah. Right. And yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's almost certainly what happened. I don't see any points issues here though, off the top of my head. But yeah, thanks for pointing that out, Pat. That's definitely the case. By the way, you can just change it in the app. You don't need to delete it because there's a lot of people who can't get the Warhammer Plus, and so they. Anyway, but so you can go into like the settings or whatever and just change it to the newest one. Anyway, going back to this, we got a Clawlord on Knobbeast, which I have never seen in a tournament ever. So my hat is off to Caleb immediately. This feels like very kind of like a thematic, fun list. 2 units of 10 Storm Vermin. Like again, it feels more thematic and fun, and then you've got a Grey Seer, and 2 units of Clan Rats. Skilled Manipulator, is that the 4-up? He gets a ward, and then it goes on to the Clan Rats. I'm kind of embarrassed that I don't remember. I've been running Flesh Meddler ever since it came out, and all thoughts and is just completely gone as to anything else that exists.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, cool. So yeah, the 4-up ward on that said Grey Seer. Like just the fact that Caleb here doesn't have a soggy bell means he's not like going to this tournament to be super, super competitive. You know what I mean? It's like, that's the thing that everyone knows is like keeping Skaven like in the game kind of thing. And they're not even in sight, so awesome, Caleb, you go, boy. I'm super happy. And I hope you do really, really well. Cool. Jonathan Jerzak, which we have confirmed is not John Zoshak's like bad boy phase. Yeah.
As far as we know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we haven't actually confirmed it now that I think about it.
Yeah. We've confirmed as far as we know.
Exactly. Jonathan Jerzak, what are you? Oh, it's playing Stormcast. It didn't show up in the thing there.
Yeah.
And it says Jonathan Jerzak's Kippers Melee 2025, and then like hyphen always be charging 2,000 points. Okay, this is the craziest thing I'm ever going to put in the recycling bin ever, right? Like,
yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah, this feels like a text that was sent to you by your uncle who was just like on text-to-speech by accident.
Yeah.
It was like in his pocket.
Yeah. It honestly, like, if this is like, if he doesn't know about this whole list naming phenomenon, that means he put always be charging in his list name. That was just for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, I'm putting this in here for me because I think it's funny or something. It almost makes me want to give him like 5-0 or something like that, just because like I think that's, I have no idea whether he did this on purpose or not. I love it though. Jonathan, you have stolen my heart. We have 2 units of long strike crossbows here too. I wonder if Jonathan and the Skaven player are friends. You know?
Maybe. Wait, sorry. Why would you say that?
I don't know. It's just like the long strikes are like in their own separate groups. You know what I mean? Like nothing's reinforced. Oh, no, never mind. The Tempestors are reinforced.
Yeah.
I don't know. That'd be cool though. Like they might just be both kind of newer to the game, possibly. I mean, like there's some stuff here that's obviously
Annihilators they're on the up. Like a lot of, especially the shield annihilators are like really becoming popular right now. But
was Gardas not legended?
Nope.
No, okay.
Well, this. Oh wait, yeah, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Gardas and Bastion.
Well, I remember I know Bastion's not going to be legended, but
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the Thunderhead host, which I believe is the one where you have to like mix Warrior Chamber and not Warrior Chamber to get a +1 to hit or something like that. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
I think the Lord Imperatant is the move D3 after deep striking, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Then, so yeah, he's just going to be popping up outside of 9, moving D3, and then smacking you with Grand Hammers. And that's it. Yeah. Then the Dracothian Guard Tempestors, I think they still have like a bit of a shooting attack and are like generally fairly fast. A Lord Veritant, which I think is a priest. Gardas for, I can't remember which one gives the ward and which one does the charge bonus.
I think
Gardas or
I think Gardas was the charge boy, but I could be wrong.
Right.
Yeah, interesting. There's too many characters in Stormcast, so forgive us. Right on. Yeah, I mean, also by the way, like part of the reason why I was thinking maybe they're friends is just because it's not a name that I have seen before, and so like a lot of the time, like there's like their island, people that like they just go to like the island tournaments or or whatever. So I'm not sure, but yeah. Very best of luck, regardless. Yeah. Okay, who we got now? So it's 8:23. We got Pat Lowinger.
Ooh, another recycle bin, unfortunately.
No, Pat. No. Actually, I think this is just didn't understand the assignment, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
that's probably what I would give it, but
that's fair. And then he's Sentinels of the Bleak Citadels, which allows him to pick one of the prosecutor type units and give it a 5-up ward. Then it's whatever that keyword is. I think it's extremist or whatever it is. Then he's got a Lord Relictor, which I believe is the shooting phase -1 ward save thing. Then Beacon of Azir, some regular annihilators. So, like I said, 130 points, dirt cheap for a 2-up save, just hanging out kind of thing. A Night Vexillor, which is going to be the big beacon of plus OC and healing. Vanquishers Reinforced, which are going to absolutely shred stuff that's a unit of 6 or more models because they'll be damage 2 instead of damage 1. Vigilers to be applying +1 to hit. A Knight of Zeros, which is going to be doing like, I think he has a Rampage, which is like -1 to hit in combat with him, and then at the end of the turn, he can either like move or allow prosecutors to just like leave combat on a 3-up, which is pretty good. And then prosecutors aforementioned, more Vigilers. A Night Arcanum, which is going to be like the anti-manifestation one. Manifestations can't end within 3 inches of it. Neat. More MSU Annihilators. Quester Soulsworn, which is going to have their once per game teleport. And a Soulsworn objective for a 5-up ward, and then another reinforced unit of Vigilers. So, very infantry heavy list. No cast. Oh no, there's one cast, and then one priest as well, I think. So
awesome.
Yeah,
neat.
Just a lot of really efficient units.
Right.
Be mobile. Looking good.
Pretty cool.
Best of luck.
Very best of luck. And the next time we get a list, which is maybe this one, I'm going to go and check on something, but I'll be back. So it's Matt Beasley. But I will, of course, stay for the name. Soulblight Gravelords.
Wait.
What?
You can't read this list name out.
Why?
Okay, one of us can read this list name out, but then the other one has to say the opposite end of where we actually want to meet in the middle, because as soon as you say this list name, you're casting your vote.
Ooh.
He's trying to trick you. So we can either say his list name, and then the other person has to say whatever opposite so that you can meet in the middle to decide what the result actually is.
Oh, I see.
Or we can not say the list name
Okay.
and rate it.
I'll read it out.
Okay.
And then that way you can kind of go through your thoughts while I run upstairs. And then, Okay. So the list name is 5-0 in our hearts. You son of a bitch. I mean, yeah.
So your vote has been casted, unfortunately. It's both the list name and his vote.
I just like to disagree that that's how it works. You know?
I really like that he's tricking us. It's funny.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna say moldy bits, which to meet in the middle becomes becomes an upper
becomes
bin.
upper crust. Oh, upper bin?
It becomes upper bin.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Can I change what I voted?
No.
You let me do it earlier for Kenrick.
Yeah, but that's Kenrick.
That's true. He's special. Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah. You be right back. I'll explain the list.
Perfect.
So he is running Soulblight Gravelords. He's got Bacchanal of Blood, which is going to be the +1 to wound on the charge for vampire units and +1 to cast when they're not in combat. He has Restless Energy and Scouting Force. Aether Up Machinery, so he's going to be having the Pendulum to be able to do his movement shenanigans, in addition to Manfred, who's going to be allowing a Deathwalker unit, Death Rattle unit, or Deadwalker maybe, to redeploy into combat. And himself, I think, too. So he's got a lot of ways to prevent you from charging him, which is pretty spicy. He'll have a unit of 20 Barrow Guard, 10 Barrow Knights, which are going to be presumably going and pinning someone. Some Death Rattle Skeletons, just to act as like a generic Goober unit. It's 90 points, so it's pretty cheap. A White Lord on Skeletal Steed to be applying that debuff. And then the Amulet of Graves, which I believe is going to be bringing up a piece of terrain once per battle. Then he's got Kato as EGR, which it's a little bit tricky because his War Scroll spell is that he's going to pick a Death Rattle unit within 12 inches of him, not wholly within, and it's going to be -1 to wound for the rest of the turn. For the rest of the turn's a little bit rough, but if he knows that he's going to be going into you and he wants to just like pin you, giving a -1 to wound to something's pretty good. But in addition, Kato can be on a +2 to cast because Bacchanal Blood is +1, and then Kato can choose to be another +1, which means he's a net +1 when he's countercasting it, which means it's pretty likely that he's going to be able to get it off and kind of keep you pinned. So that's pretty good. And then otherwise he can be like fast or damagey or something like that. Then he's got a unit of Vargeists, which I believe have a teleport built in. They count as vampires, so they can be +1 to wound on the charge as well. And they're just pretty hitty and fast. A Vengorian Lord with a Mortal Ego, which I think is I want to say that's the reroll, hit, wound, and save enhancement, but I might be wrong. It might be the ethereal save thing. And then he's got another unit of Vargeists to just be going around and taking objectives and punching people. It's pretty good. This is it's a tricky list. It's a bit of a variation on his list that he brought to Bread or Dead, but I think I like this one better. Because it's not relying as much on like the anti-charge tech. It just has it's reinforcing the pinning. The only thing that's kind of questionable to me is the Bacchanal Blood sub-faction choice. With so many Death Rattle units, you would think that maybe you want to be +1 rend, or maybe there's something else that works, but maybe he values plus to cast a lot more. But yeah, it's pretty good. And then 3 drops. And yeah, I think I hear Rob coming back. There he is. Hello.
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 Are we all good?
Yep.
Okay.
Just finished talking about his list.
Okay.
Best of luck, Matt.
I do want to lodge a formal protest. That's true, though.
Yeah. Yeah, he had to send it by mail.
Yeah, that's true. Last week. Actually, the or what do you call it? The strike. They're doing rotating strikes now. So, Chris Hall. Chris Hall. When you say it quickly, it sounds like Chris All. Chris All.
Chris All. Ooh, Chris. No.
Sons of Behemoth. And Chris. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. We do have, King Broad. I mean, like all of these, it's hard. You know what I mean? It's kind of, the Giants lists are a little bit. Yeah.
His is a little different because he's got the Regiment of Renown to give him run and charge.
He does.
Braggett's bottle snatches.
Yep.
And he also gives you a little bit of a. Sorry.
No worries. Angry. He also has Taker Tribe, so that is different than the Manskittle Mob. But. I'm so sorry, Steph. It's just like really. Oh my. Well.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, not too much to say else though. Like it is Taker Tribe. It does have King Broad this time, for some buffs and some. He does prayers, right? Like it is technically.
Broad, yeah, he has a prayer. Okay. It's the same. It's kind of similar to what it was last edition, where like he could choose to have extra rend, a heal, or +2 to move. But he doesn't have to like use it once per battle for each effect anymore.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
that was pretty dumb. Can he still like? Would he be? It is like what I meant though was is it technically a prayer so he can bank the prayer points? Like okay,
it is.
That's good.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yep. And then he does have a wizard via Gavapalooza.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And a way to shut off commands as well, I think, right?
Right. Right.
Squigger, Squig Hopper. Yeah, the hoppers are.
They're fast.
Yeah. Objective. Yeah, it's neat.
It's very cool. Actually, then I guess there's. Oh yeah, just the Gabapalooza's the wizard, which is where you're getting the right. Nice. Best of luck, Chris.
But do better.
Yeah, much better. Much better. Do we know when we're going to move over to just the names? Same as usual.
9:15. There's only 33 people.
Yeah, that's fair. Nick Collins.
Slaves to darkness, or as our friend Arthur would say, craves to fart/piss. Yeah.
Gross. Yeah, but that's true. So the list name is it is Slaves to Darkness, and the list name is Bellacor's Blessed Bovine, also known.
The other acronym for the BBB. Sorry,
that's what. Damn it! You stole my joke.
Yeah, gotcha.
Oh, you piece of crap.
The Better Bovine Bureau.
Yep. I feel like I should talk about Slaves to Darkness because, like, as the person who knows the most about this faction.
Yeah, that's a good idea. But I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay, fair
interrupt you one more time.
Mix it up. I like it.
So he's Champions of Chaos, which is going to be +2 attacks for.
Oh wait, we didn't rate the name.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep. Mid.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah. So +2 attacks for I think it's like non-unique heroes or something like that. So the Ogred Myrmidon, Chaos Lord and Demonic Mount will both get +2 attacks, and then if something becomes a Demon Prince, that'll be +2 attacks as well. Then he's got Be'lakor for some tech and control. Chaos Legionnaires, which is an interesting addition since his Bread or Dead list, which are going to be like picking something in the movement phase to be no commands. I think it's I ran them at the World Championships last year, where basically like pick a unit within 8 inches of them in the movement phase, roll a dice on a 4-up. They can't use commands for the rest of the turn. And then there's some synergy with Eternus as well, where I think if there's legionnaires in combat with a unit, his deny gets like easier or something. It might be on a 4-up instead of a 5-up.
Weird.
Yeah. Then an Ogroid Myrmidon with the Veronite Shackle to give the 6-up ward to the Ogroid Therodons, or a 5-up ward if they decide to be Nurgle. Which they are because they have the eroding icon. So they're going to be on a 5-up ward and no crits against them because of the eroding icon, which is pretty spicy.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Then and they hit like a truck too, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Huh.
And then once per game, a Mack truck. So
right.
Eternus is going to be running around the table, denying commands on a 5-up within 12 inches of him, and then also he can come back on a 7 while Bellacor's still alive, or an 8 if he's dead. Then he's got a Chaos Lord and Demonic Mount with Deathmonger, which I believe is the fight twice enhancement, and then 6 Variant Guard to just punch the crap out of someone. So, yeah, it's a fairly like low surface area list, but it does have some tech, which I appreciate.
I totally agree, and I also agree with Keith. Eternus is such a cool model. Glad to see someone using it. Yeah, yeah. And then, by the way, when you said once per game the Therodons hit like a Mack truck, I'm assuming you're referring to the once per game fight twice.
Nope, they don't fight twice. They get +1 attack.
Oh, once per game they just get +1 attack. Whoa, yeah. That's maybe even better because you don't have to get hit back. Oh, really?
No.
But like you hit them, and when you fight twice, and then they get to hit you. Situationally,
yeah, but with fight twice, you usually you
that's true. You're getting way more attacks,
and then you pile into something else and then kill that.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Yeah, I stand corrected, me lord. Also, to your point too, they are like a more elite unit. You know what I mean? So like it doesn't work as well on like ghouls or something like that, where they're fighting twice, and it's like, okay, well, I had to, I'm just not going to be able to move that far and get all my attacks in. But yeah, interesting. I like it a lot. Very best of luck to Nick, and yeah, cool. Let's move on. Huh, hey, yeah, because of the joke from earlier. Okay, we got Ringer. I'm assuming this is what, Andy's thing?
Yep. I guess so. So we'll spin again.
Okay.
Unless actually,
did he give a list name?
There is a list name.
Okay.
And the list name is "No Danger of Winning My Own Tournament."
Not even, and don't worry, Andy, not even the list name.
Yeah.
You're in no danger, my friend.
Yeah.
Andy's had a couple of really good ones in the past. I remember like one of the first ones, we like didn't think it was nearly as funny as he did or something like that. So I think he got like upset and he went back to the drawing board and got out the notes. And yeah, Patrick, our good buddy Patrick, Pat the Rat in chat.
And the list name is, so he's playing, oh wait, it's listed as Stormcast, but he's actually playing Skaven.
I was going to say.
The list name is, finally, a bombardier that doesn't need a government bailout.
Ooh.
There's some shade.
Yeah, there is some shade. Ooh. That's a hard one, man. He does have a bombardier in here. I'm having trouble. Could you go first on this one?
I think this one is... I'm going to say an upper crust.
Upper crust?
Yeah, it's clever and I like it.
Right.
But it's not like blowing me away.
It's not, yep, that's fair.
Yeah.
I like it. Gathering of the Clans for multiple redeploys with 1 CP. Scourge of Gyran, which you're going to see everywhere. Fowlhide for healing. Flesh Meddler for adding attacks, or adding red rather, to Molder units. 2 units of Clan Rats, 2 units of Night Runners, because he has Scouting Force. Master Molder for some heals and to lead regiments with the Rat Ogres. And the Scourge of Gyran. Brood Terror. The aforementioned Warlock Bombardier, and then the spicy bit is 2 units of reinforced Doom Flayers. So they're going to be running around in anti-infantry, but they do not come back for your CP, but it makes more sense in a Gathering of the Clans list to me, for the reason that like Skaven are already CP hungry, so you know what I mean. Like if you're not going to have the CP to bring back units anyway, well then you might as well have some Doomflayers in there, because you know what I mean. Like you're in a weird way, you're kind of getting more bang for your buck. I like it. It's fast. It's fun. And it's got a good name. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I really like the Doom Flayers. I'm surprised they're as cheap as they are, because they can really.
They kept coming down. I think what it is the random attacks and random movement. So sometimes they move like 5 inches, and you're just like, F my life. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But on your movement turn, it's like, so what is it? 2d6 plus 3? Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be 2d6 plus 5 on your movement turn with the Screaming Bell.
That's true.
Which means your minimum 7, which is like not horrendously slow.
That's true.
And on average, you're moving 12.
Right.
Which is
on your movement phase turn. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And it's 3 claw steps ahead too, is kind of interesting. Like it's hard for your opponent to reconcile if you pick them as the 3 claw steps target, then they can randomly move like a crazy distance or not far at all.
It's true. I've had really good experiences with them. Not being able to bring them back. There's like a few things, you know what I mean? Like randomly, they're also like just 2d6 attacks. They are +1 damage on the charge, but like, you know, like I've also had it where I make my big charge and then they go super low on their attacks characteristic. They are cool. I think personally, I just would run 1, and like, you're not probably shooting them too far forward turn 1, because you tend to like play them a little bit more cagey because you can't bring them back. So they tend to be like a counter punch sort of mobile unit. But I mean, if you got 2 of them, like the thing is like the price is so right for them. Like that's the thing. That's why I think they are a good move now, you know, for just like for 220, you get 4 of them. Like, yeah. It makes a lot of sense.
Pretty nice.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, they kept bringing them down because people weren't taking them. So, we win that race to the bottom once again. Anyway, the more you run, the more you are likely to roll high. Yeah. And the opposite is probably true. Anyway, sorry. So I didn't see who you said goodnight to, but goodnight to that person.
Scotty.
Oh, good night, Scotty. Have a great night. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, best of luck to Pat. Pat the Rat. He's got a cool hat. They can be nice with power through. That's actually a really good point, because they do have 4 wounds each. Matt Sheva, another Skaven enthusiast. But did he bring him tonight?
He did not.
Ugh, Matt. Failed me once again. It's weird though, because like Matt seems to bring lists like that are, even if they're not Skaven, they tend to be kind of vibing with the things that I'm into at the moment. So
yeah. The list name is trying to get off 6 inches without hands from the boss. 3 inches is still plenty to get stuck in.
God dang it. This is so awesome because it is a brute fist list.
I'm gonna try and recreate the facial expression that my partner just made at me when I read that out loud, and it was just.
Did she look at you with that expression?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
Mwah.
And now she just
Perfect.
sighed.
Now she just sighed.
She's sipping tea.
Yeah.
And she's looking away.
Okay.
We're safe.
We're never safe, Carson. I love this list name so much. Did Matt Chaba win a list name thing?
He's gotten very close.
He's gotten very
always in the
close.
running.
Oh, man. That's really good. I think it's a 5-0.
I'm happy to give that one the first 5 over the night.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. 5-0. So it is brute fist as mentioned. So if you have a mega boss on foot specifically, then you can get 2 Mighty Destroyers. Otherwise, it's a 4-up. I'm almost positive. And then, is it 3-up?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. That's even better than I remembered. And then you got a Gordrak. And then you've got a Mega Boss on Maw Crusher, so basically 2 of them. And then Armor of Gork. God dang it. Why do people keep picking things that I don't remember? Hulking Brute, I'm pretty sure, is the D6 mortals instead of the... Or D3 mortals and then D6 on a like a better charge. Biggin, as mentioned before, I don't remember Armor of Gork. Maybe Alex can tell us in the chat. Weird Knob Shaman to get off those spells. Ardboys. Kragnos to make the charges better. And Regiments of Renown. One-Eyed Grunnock. War Stomper Mega Gargant. And Carson's holding a Goblin. A Hellhound. Does she shoot fire sometimes out of her mouth?
Not out of her mouth.
Well played, sir. This is a really cool list, though. Lots of monsters. 6+ ward. Oh, thank you. Right. That is a cool one to keep them around. You know, all those wounds. Very good save. I like it. Yeah. Anything to add?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, Matt's always got very interesting lists. So
and names. Like
names.
Mwah. Yeah. So should we leave in so we've got Matthias is still in there in the running, right? And then John's is just a muscly guys hanging out together in the middle of the board. It's totally cool and normal. And then the other one is I was so preoccupied with whether or not I could, I didn't stop to think if I should. I think we have to eliminate either John's or Jurassic Park.
Because you like the Jurassic Park one so much, I think I'm going to elect John.
That's
and I'm sure he'll be very happy with me about that.
Sorry, John. You were close. You were flying quite close. Eric. Yeah. Eric Armstrong.
Somewhat of a fair weather Seraphon player.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't really think much of them, so I'm a little surprised.
Yeah. It's just a means to an end.
Yeah. Eric, his list name is, so it is Seraphon. I'm going to forget the Sunblood ability a bunch of times, so if you notice, but don't remind me, that's on you. You're the one who has to live with yourself 2,000 out of 2,000 points. That's very good. That's very funny.
Yeah. You know, it's especially funny when you say it with a straight face.
Mm-hmm.
With not even really a smile.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it adds to it.
Mm-hmm. Mid-bin?
I was going to go higher. I was going to go upper crust.
Upper crust? Okay.
Yeah.
Upper crust. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. So we've got Eternal Star Host. I think that's the teleporty one.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
I think this is the list that he was considering bringing to WCW.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah,
I don't
it
think
might
he
be like
probably
a
wanted
test
you
run.
to say that, but
Oops. Yeah.
he feels terrible about it, obviously.
Yep.
You got the Star Priest with a Quaddle Familiar, Child of the Stars, a unit of Raptordon Chargers Reinforced, Ripperdactyl Riders. So you got a lot of. That's really interesting. You know what? Like I like it though, even in the Eternal Star Host. You know, because then sometimes you're just teleporting the F out of there. Sunblood Pack for the aforementioned anti-chip. You know, just keeps things in the game in a nice big bubble. 2 units of Croxagors and a unit of reinforced Warspawn Croxagor, which are going to get buffed when there's skink units nearby. Astrolith Bearer for the 6-up ward. 2 units of Saurus Warriors for just some tanky, you know, objective holding, decently fighty stuff. I like it. Not much to say.
Yep.
Okay.
Big thumbs up.
Big thumbs up. Yeah. And the beat goes on. Chris Brakefield. Ooh, Gloom Spike gets. I forgot to remove there. There we go. And it's Gloom Spike gets, and it's, oh dear, Kippers 2025, Chris Brakefield, Gloom Spike gets. See, this is definitely a recycle bin, but it also makes me think that the one, didn't understand the assignment, but it makes me even more positive that the one with always be charging was not, it belonged in the recycle bin for sure. Gloom Spike gets, Lore of Frazzlegit, of course, and then Dank Manifestations, that's what I was looking for, and then Drogs de Sun Champa. That's the named character that came in the box set, right?
Yeah.
I know he's good. Sorry, what was that?
It projects a 6-inch bubble of -1 to hit, and then a 6-inch bubble of no all-out attack.
That's crazy.
And I think it's a big bubble of, like, I can't remember exactly how it works, but like when one of your thing attacks, you roll a dice on an X plus, that thing just gets to leave, like move away. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
It's a pretty.
When does that happen?
Let's see. Drugs. Okay, so. Okay, once per turn, army reaction, you declare a fight ability for a unit wholly within 9 of this unit. You roll a dice on a 4-up. The unit that is using the fight ability can move 2d6 after the fight ability has been resolved. It can move through the combat ranges of enemy units, but cannot end that move in combat. So it can just leave. That's
even better. Wow.
Yeah. So basically, like, if you do the thing where, you charge in
with
2 units and you punch with 1, and then it's the Git's turn to like punch you back, you might be able to just like punch and then leave.
Wow.
So that second unit can't fight. Or it could be something where like they charge into you, or like you charge into them, you punch them, and then on a 4-up you just leave.
Wow.
Which is pretty nice too.
That's pretty cool. Huh. Yeah, that's really cool actually. And there's 2 units of Snarl Pack Cavalry in there reinforced.
Yeah. I can never remember the difference between Snarlfang Riders and Snarl Pack Cavalry.
I think Snarl Pack Cavalry is the bigger ones with the 2 guys on them.
Okay, that's like the
more elite.
Fight first when they charge. And then the Snarlfang Riders are the move either 6 or D. I think it's D6 in the enemy movement phase.
Shoot. The little guys move D6. Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. And is the Sun Biter pack, is that the one with where wolves get red now?
On the charge. Yeah.
On the charge, of course. Because why would they just get the red that they should have always had? No, you can only get it on the charge. Got it. And then Frazzle gets Shaman on War Wheela with the Leering Git Shield, which I believe is still the... Oh, no, wait. We got this wrong last time, didn't we? Or did we? Or did I? It was like minus... I thought it was -1 to hit. But
I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, me neither. Sundiver... Doom Diver Catapult. It's crazy that the Doom Diver Catapult is on a night base. It's on a 170 millimeter base, and it's 160 points. You're paying less than 1 point per millimeter of base. I think that's got to be rare, right?
Yep.
And then
no. There's a lot of stuff that's less than...
You're right. You're right about that. Yeah,
like 25 points per model or something.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. You make a good point. But
anyway, continue. Sorry.
On such a giant monster that it feels weird is what I'm trying to say. Sunsteel Wheelas, and then you got the Snarl, you got a Snarl boss, I should say. And then Snarlfang Riders, Snarlfang Cavalry, Wolfgit Retinue. Is that the old Warhammer Underworlds warband, like the little pack of 3 guys?
I thought the Wolfgit Retinue came in the new box, didn't it?
What's a Wolfgit Retinue then? It's only 70 points. That's crazy.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Git Shield is the mortals if they roll a 1. Oh, okay, thank you. Don't forget to lick it and sub right. What? I thought you were going to be like lick it and stick it.
They give a 5-up ward to themselves and a snarl boss that's near them.
Wait,
basically.
say that again. Sorry.
They give a 5-up ward to themselves and the snarl boss when they're near them, basically. Just like it's the standard like infantry standing near infantry hero both get a ward.
What are the models? Is it the Underworld's warband?
I don't.
Are they wolf riding goblins? It's got to be, right? Is the old kit, Rob? Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the old kit. So it's like wait, when you say the old kit, the wolf kit? It's Ripa's. Okay, got it. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Ripa's redone. That's all I needed. Thank you, Livicus. Appreciate it. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe and like the channel, by the way. We're like near the end of the show. But yeah, I appreciate it and I love you guys. And that's what I meant when I said last week that me remembering near the start of the show is incredibly rare. Thank you, Kenrick, for reminding me. Sweet. Okay. Best of luck to Chris. And on to the next one. What was the list name again? It was good, right?
No, it was.
Oh, that's right. Okay, good. Okay. Because I like clicked it off. I'm not happy that whatever. Kyle is next. Sylvaneth, Dice, Likas, Kyle LaRue. I bring the maple trees so you can get the syrup. Be careful. It's sticky stuff. Oh, man. It's cute. You know? It's fun.
Mid-bin.
Mid-bin? I think you're right. Yeah. I think I overthought that a bit. Yeah.
So he's Lords of the Clan, which is the heal 3 on the flat 3 on the monsters instead of D3. And then he's got Beltanos for run and charge, some Kurnoth Great Swords, which are going to be crit mortals and punching pretty hard, and they can be going pretty fast with run and charge as well. Spite Rider Lancers, which is just going to be like crossing the table with run and charge. Spirit of Dirthu with Spellsinger and Glamour Weave, which Glamour Weave, I believe, is the reroll hit, wound, or save. And then I can't remember what Spellsinger is. Then a Scourge of Grand Drycha for just handing out buffs and generally being a beat stick. And I also found out recently that Drycha, when you re-roll your charge roll, you get minus 2d3 because it's a modifier that stays the way that it's written. And Madigan confirmed this. And Madigan's the one that brought it to our attention that if you re-roll,
that's completely insane.
Yeah. So don't do that.
Or
unless you got like a
really
catastrophic roll. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't think that's intended.
Yeah, you could just pick the -1 to hit, of course. But I'm saying like.
But it's not just -1 to hit because it's +1 to hit against you as well.
I know.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's bad, man. It's bad.
And then some Tree Revenants for hopping around the table and a Branch Witch to hand out fight first on a 3-up.
What happens first? The roll to your charge, or you have to decide?
So my understanding is that because it's a reaction to your ability, the active player reacts to themselves first.
So first they roll their charge.
It depends on whose turn it is actually.
For
so
sure.
if it's the person who's charging their turn, then they decide if they want to reroll first.
Right.
Then Drycha would technically roll, I guess, 2d3. Because
sorry. So like the steps in order are, so it's my turn, you're the Sylvaneth player, right?
Yeah.
I declare I'm going to charge, and then you tell me Drycha has this ability, and I have to pick, right?
No, you are going to charge. You roll your charge roll.
Okay, I roll my charge.
Yeah.
And then...
You know what the charge roll is. Then,
okay,
knowing that your opponent could give you minus D3.
Right.
Or like make you choose.
Right.
Then you decide whether you re-roll. If you don't re-roll, it's on your opponent to
Wow.
offer you that, basically.
Wow. Yeah.
And then if it turns out that you do need it to reroll, you reroll, and then you get another minus D3.
So you could like, that's what I was wondering about, because theoretically, then technically you could be like 3 inches away, for example, right? You roll a 6, and then even if they get a maximum 3, you know it's not going to affect you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. That's interesting, though. Wow. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the flow, but I was curious about.
No, that's okay. It surprised me as well, and it seems like a genuine mistake, but apparently that's how it works. So,
Right.
yep. Yay.
Someone
next
write
list.
into GW.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next list. We have Rory.
How many lists are left? Not that many. Right?
There are, so I'll remove Rory. There is 7 left.
Okay. We'll see how long this gets through, but maybe we could even just like blast through all of them or something. But
Yeah,
we'll see.
I like it.
Half an hour to do 7 lists seems
pretty easy.
fairly
Yeah.
easy. Yeah.
The list name is, so Slaves to Darkness, and the list name is, so this one time I was at this pig roast, ...
I think this might be a play on this one time at band camp.
I think
So
you're
this
right.
one time I was at this pig roast.
Oh, right. Yeah. I didn't like
Yeah.
crack my voice when I read it.
Right.
That would have been better. But
Yep. Anyway, Slaves to Darkness, God's Wrath Warband, which is the pinging objectives.
aren't we going to give it a score?
Yes, we are.
We owe him the score, Carson.
My bad.
Yeah.
Upper crust? Mid-bin?
Yeah. I think mid-bin.
Mid-bin.
Yeah.
God's Wrath Warband, which is the pooping on objectives at the end of his turn.
Right.
Then he's got Big Daddy the Ever Chosen, which I assume is Archaon, to be looking into the eye of Ed Sheeran and deciding if he gets a free double turn or not. Then he's got Little Daddy on Karkadrak, which is going to be handing out a +2 to charge for infantry units once per game. And then Infernal Puppet and Deathmonger. And Deathmonger is the fight twice. Infernal Puppet, I believe, is the you decide at the start of the turn and you ping someone every time they cast the spell, I believe.
So I'm just seeing
then
some
a
of these other names. Crazy.
Then a Scourge of Garantic Abraxia,
Yeah.
who's just a good beat stick. Bill Belichick, the Dark Master, which is Be'lakor. And then
Yeah.
Eternus Blade of the First Prince. So this is a very lean list. It's all
It is.
heroes.
Yeah.
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 So
It's pretty cool.
yeah,
It's all
neat.
heroes. That's wild. Man. The like the rest of it like made me laugh enough that I almost want to upgrade just the list name.
Yeah.
But that's against the rules, so I'm
Can't do
down
it.
by them.
You're locked in.
Okay.
As we discovered earlier in the show.
As we discovered earlier,
Yeah.
even though we've definitely gone back and changed them
No.
in the past.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Moving right along. So we got someone next. Because I put a curse on it. Proud of Kyle for being on the best Sylvaneth players in North America. Absolutely. Dale Johnson.
Daughters of Cain. Oh, God. The list name is Avatars, Assemble. You can't stop them all. A nod to unstoppable aggression.
He explained his own joke, which I kind of think weirdly works here. Knowing that we were never going to know like what it's in reference to, other than
Yep.
the Avatars Assemble bit, obviously.
It's, yeah, it's. I want to see how many avatars of Cain this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 avatars of Cain.
That'll do.
Yeah. And then Black Talons and a Bloodrack Shrine.
Oh, wow. It's auxiliary units, too. That's crazy.
Yeah, enjoy your CP.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, list name, though.
List name. Oh, I'm gonna defer to you. I'm having trouble.
Upper crust.
Upper crust
deserves it.
I think that's what I was going for too, but
yeah,
I was having trouble. I could have been convinced one way or the other.
As for the actual list, we kind of just went through it. It's just 13 avatars of Cain, a Bloodrack Shrine, which is going to be shooting good, and I think teleporting once per game, and then allowing a better rally, and then the Black Talons.
Yep.
And that's it.
Sure are.
Dale's amassed an army of 13 of those janky 40mm based monsters.
Yeah. Yeah,
and,
that's true.
Yeah. Hope you have fun.
Yeah. I hope one of you does. Like it. Awesome. Okay. They have to make sure you watch the whole season. Carbson Widowmaker.
It's me.
Night Honk. What? Okay. Wait, so should you read it out, or you should read it out?
You read it. No, you read it.
I already got to read Alex's. Okay, fine. Wait, what? I don't think I get it. So I think you should read it out.
The list name is it's Dead Nobblers or something.
That is better. I like the capitalized. I thought they were zeros instead of O's for some reason. So I was just like, but that makes sense. You're capturing the intonation. I like it.
Exactly.
Ooh, it's Dead Knob. That's really good too. Okay, the chat needs to help me out as usual. Carson is not eligible, but I still need. And maybe you can go over the list while we wait for.
Yep.
I think I know where I'm going to put it, but I need some. Yeah.
Yeah. So this list is kind of like 2 mini castles, where basically you have 2x10 blade geists, maybe an 8-pack of banshees, but they can act kind of alone if they want to. A cruel ghast, and then a chain ghast is with one of them. We're basically like. Blade Geists are in front to make it so that if they're touching a friendly objective, it's an unmodified 7-inch charge to get into them, so it's just super annoying. And then the Cruel Ghast is making it like really annoying to deal chip damage to them and actually like kill stuff. And these 2 little castles just kind of like go around the table and are annoying, essentially. The Banshees are just super efficient. You know, they're 90 points for a minimum size unit of 4, which is pretty cheap. I've got some Chain Rasps just because pre-game move is kind of nice, and 10 bodies, why not? And then Lady Olander, and then the sub-faction is Shrieker Host, which is in the enemy hero phase, I can pick one of my heroes and say that you can't retreat from it.
Wow.
Which means if you get into combat with Lady Olander, I might decide to keep you in combat.
And good luck killing her.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
She's on 5s and 5s only against her.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, and that's pretty much the list.
And you do have 3 heroes there, so you could theoretically...
It's just 2 Cruel Ghasts, one of which has Ruler of Spectral Host, which is just some extra recursion. One of them is the Brazier of Nagashazar, which is a minimum 4-inch redeploy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, it's just like annoying. Like, it's a complete 180 from what I usually play. Like, this list is not going to table you.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
This list is
it's
just
like
gonna
blue deck.
Yeah, exactly. It's
control.
like very control, very like recursion, grindy.
This is cool. I like to see you playing something different. Yeah.
Yeah. And I figured after like 40 straight games of playing ogres in tournaments, maybe something else.
Maybe something else. Maybe.
Yeah.
You're borrowing this army, I guess?
I am, yeah.
Who are you?
So it's partially from John and then partially from Andy.
Oh, sick. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
But yeah, I hope it does well. We'll see.
I mean, that makes sense because you are entering the tournament.
Yeah. I'm going to be playing on a clock every game, I think, just because I know that this is a list that needs to go 5 battle rounds.
Right.
And I worry that because it's a new army for me, I don't want to like waffle around and take too much time as well.
Right.
So yeah,
I like
I'm going to be I'm going to be keeping myself honest.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's the list.
Perfect. Love it. Very cool. What do we get? Leviticus says 4-0-1 easy. Whoo. Oh, man. I'm going to agree with that. Yeah, I like it.
I didn't think it was that good. It's kind of a lazy name.
I was going to go upper bin, right? But Leviticus didn't say 4-0-1. He said 4-0-1 easy. So that's what convinced me. If someone else had said something, I would have probably, I might have been convinced one way or another. But that's what tipped it over. Yeah.
My God, that's fair.
Yeah.
Cool. Next list.
It went past Alex again. Ha ha. That's what you get, Alex. Ossiarch Bone Reapers. Oh, sorry. Did I say it's Ben?
No, you didn't.
Okay. So it's Ossiarch Bone Reapers, and the list name is Some Degeneracy Required. I like that. That's like a cute play on words.
Yeah. And looking at the list, I agree.
Yeah, because of the Regiment of Renown here.
Yeah. And
it's pretty degenerate.
Rangers. Yeah.
No, there's that too. Whoa, I didn't actually notice that. Isn't it 6? Because they're 2 each, right? Oh no, but then there's 3 of them. Sorry, 3 times 4. Yeah. What? Okay. Well, yeah, I was gonna say, like, I was still thinking about the fact that, like, that there's a KO Regiment of Renown here in a OBR list that is very degenerate.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a good kind of degenerate. Well, it would be if it wasn't KO, maybe. I'm gonna say upper crust.
I agree with upper crust.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then explaining this list, it's very simple. It is just the profiteers are going to probably teleport Morghast somewhere on the table, and those Morghast are going to 3d6 charge at something.
Okay.
And kill it. And that's it.
that does check out.
And then it has 3 units of them, so they just walk up the table and meat grinder. And that's it. And maybe shut off a ward with the Thunderers. And that's it.
I like it. That's cool. I did open up Alex's list because he's threatening to withdraw his list, which is not fair because I don't control what the wheel does.
To Alex's list?
No, I'm just keeping it open in case he tries to take his ball and go home. You know?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't, Alex. Haha. Take that. Joik. Okay. Is there anything more to explain? Okay.
Nope.
Best of luck, Ben. I like the list name too. Man, there's just not a lot of ticking going on. Well, there you go. Alex came up. You're welcome, buddy. So I pulled it open.
Yep.
Okay. So this is actually, I think, Alex's best list name ever.
I think so. He speaks the truth.
Wait, you said you weren't going to read it until I read it out. Oh, a liar if there ever was one.
I love that. I was like, I want to experience it as Alex. Walked into the kitchen and scooped raw scallops into my mouth. And then...
So I at least I'll be true to my word, and I will read it out. Actually, I'll be true to Carson's word because he's the one who promised I would read it out for him. The list name is Rob is a poo-poo head.
5-0.
Now, I can only imagine he's talking about Rob Taunts or one of our other friends named Rob. Maybe he could be talking about Honest Wargamer Rob. They're both from England, so it kind of makes sense to me. But
5-0. It's a 5-0 for me. Yeah. Yeah.
So now I have to play that game.
Yeah.
The game from earlier.
Uh-huh.
5-0.
Yeah, Alex is right. This is a double kill because he said if he does well, Rob Symes will also have to read it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Well, the camera for some that's crazy. It's like you're controlling it with your mind. Okay. Quit zooming in and out. I need to concentrate. Okay. So we go there. So here. There. I'm going to go dun dun dun. Are you the gopher from that old internet meme from like 2005?
Yeah.
I like it. I appreciate that. I'm going to go mid-bin. Okay? Because I'm playing the silly game from earlier.
Okay. Where does that land us?
I think that should land us at upper bin? Wait. Mid-bin. I need the chart. Where's the chart? There we go. So 5-0 and mid-bin. So 1 down goes to 4-0 and 1, and then upper crust. So upper bin. I was right. Okay.
I'm doing a cosplay of that DVD logo, like bouncing to the edges of the screen.
Yeah. And, I mean, we're almost at Halloween. That checks out.
Yep.
Very good. Because I'm perfectly happy to be called a poo-poo head, just to be clear, right? But I'm not going to give someone a prize for calling me a poo-poo head. Okay? That's where I draw the line. Okay? So, yeah. You think about that, Alex. Calling Carson a poo-poo head, though, I'm all for that. Yeah.
Not very nice.
I'll give you a prize for that, actually.
No, I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's me. Okay, so he's playing Lightning Echelon, which is he can pick one of the whatever keyword units, like the dragon keyword units, and then on a 3-up strike first. What's up?
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but it's very important. Alex, I'm glad you went with just Rob as a poo-poo head here, okay? But what I want him to do is I want him to play his crunchiest, most brutal list ever, and then say Honest Rob is a poo-poo head. And then actually try and get him to read it out. That would be sick. In fact, not even just Alex. Anyone should do that.
Yeah. What if it was every list of the tournament?
Exactly. Rob Symes is a poo-poo head.
Yeah.
That would be so awesome. We need to
Eddie, you can edit the list.
Yeah, exactly. You want to get some international attention on your tournament? That's how you do it, baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Everyone's list name should be like Honest Rob is a poo-poo head, and then colon
and then their list name.
List name. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Then Alex has the Lord Celestin on Star Drake, which is going to be eating units based on their wound characteristic. It's just going to be rolling 3 dice and trying to beat that. Dracothian Guard Concussors. I can't remember exactly what they do. I believe they have Crit Mortal. They're just generally chunky. Questor Soulsworn, generally chunky, and will teleport once per game. Has a 5-up board on the objective of their choosing. 2 minimum size units of Vigilers for +1 to hit. They deal damage to something. A Knight Relictor, which is the anti-war tech and priest, and then 2 minimum size Liberators, which are just dirt cheap now. And then 2 Knight Judicators, which can be popping down and just like sniping stuff. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting list.
It is. It's very cool.
Best of luck.
Best of luck, Alex. The chat was being very funny, by the way. I think we have to move on to list names now, because we also have to pick a winner at the end.
Right.
I'll keep Alex in the top 4, and then we can just decide when we need to. Cool. Okay. So we're just going to list names now. I'm sorry if you wanted us to read it out, the 3 of you that are here that didn't get it. Taylor
Gougion.
Ooh, Flesh Eater Courts. I do like a good Flesh Eater Courts list.
He reused his name.
Reused it. So
I don't remember what I got. So
Yeah.
Multi-bits.
Yeah, multi-bits. Sorry, buddy. I think it's the same list as well. Yeah, it's the same one. It's the copied list. But I was right. See, it was on Royal Terrorgeist.
By God, he's correct.
I did remember. I do declare. Okay, and then we've got Thomas. Gloomspike Gietz. You will never get this. La 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 la. I guess, or la 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 la. Either one.
I think he's talking about the Sunstealer Wheela's moving
Oh.
enemy movement phase.
Either
And the
way.
Snowpack Cavalry moving D6. Everything is just going to be moving away from you.
But I'm just talking about like the tone in which to read the list name. I'm not sure if it's la 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 or la 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 la, because
I think it's the second one. Like it.
I agree, but la 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 is 5, and he put 6. So figure it out, Thomas. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm gonna because of the extra law. I'm going moldy. I'm just kidding. Mid bin.
Agreed.
I like where his head's at, but you could have done more. Oh, sorry. Now I got to read this upside down because no, it will spin. I think it's Hayden though, right? It was at like the worst angle possible for me to read it. Hayden. Iron Jaws. I expect more from the Iron Jaws players in the naming department. The war is here. I mean, it's like kind of those typical sort of fun thematic list names. I'm going to go mid-bin. I like a good thematic list bin, but it's hard to make those like something that, is going to show.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, then I think we have a clear winner.
Yeah, it's not Alex.
Yeah.
It can't be Alex. I made sure of that.
I gave that one a 5-0, so it's got to be the winner.
Only you gave it a 5-0. Otherwise, Matt Beasley would also be here, but technically, okay, anyway, let's go through them, okay? We'll go back through it. In an obvious 4th place, Rob is a poo-poo head, okay? Lex Delbois, I guess, I was so preoccupied with whether or not I could, I didn't stop to think if I should. And then we've got Matthias's Donkey Kong rap. And we have Matt Chaba trying to get off 6 inches without hands from the boss. 3 inches is still plenty to get stuck in. I mean, that's obviously the winner, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we've got the first place. I mean, it's better when we can count down, but like it's just too obvious to me. I'm gonna actually shock you here. Okay. I'm gonna do my whole top 4. Okay. I'm gonna say, just hear me out. Like you said, I did really enjoy the Jurassic Park one specifically. I'm actually going to put that in number 2, but I'm going to surprise probably everyone and say Alex is number 3 and the Donkey Kong rap is number 4, believe it or not. Originally, I kind of liked the Matthias's a lot. I was actually like, for most of the podcast, I was putting that in 2nd place, but this one was really brought up by your performance, Carson, in my opinion. Now, if he had linked himself singing this, a la I think it was Ludivicus or Keith's suggestion, that might have won. But I think this one relies too much on your performance. So that's my top 4.
Okay.
What say you?
I think that Matt's first for sure. I
Right.
still think Matthias is second.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think Alex is third, and then I
Okay.
think the Jurassic Park one is fourth.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So I don't know
I
how
mean,
we.
we only have one trophy. We can only afford to give one trophy. Of
That's
course.
true. $17,000, not even including everything we lost on the Ponzi scheme. You know, but so do we? Are we not going to give an official top? Because like
Too contentious.
it's
we
too
can't.
contentious,
Yeah.
right? Because like one is 2 and one is 4, and so they're both 3. So it's like it's actually a 3-way tie for third.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just Matt wins.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
All right.
There you go.
Cool. Well,
Integrity
congratulations,
move though,
Matt.
right?
Yes.
I gave Alex as a third, even though I
Yep.
knew he specifically did it to get under my skin. It didn't work though. I enjoyed it. Thanks, Alex.
I loved it.
I like being the center of attention, so you know.
Got him. Yeah.
Got him. Doing it again next time, I hope. Argue until you agree. I mean, it's, yeah, you know.
The Jurassic Park one is derivative.
Of the thing it's referencing.
Yeah.
That's true.
And the other list name that I
That's
remember having that.
Yeah, that's where you know, you might be right. But I've never seen it before. If someone can find it, spam. He's spamming that list name. No, he's not. No. Disagree. Hard disagree. I'm not even going to agree to disagree. I'm just going to disagree. Don't you dare hit your webcam, Carson. You have no idea what that thing will do. It might spin you into another dimension. Well, thanks to everyone for joining us. Alex has a brother named Rob. I didn't know that, and I've known this mother effer for like at least 8 years. Thank you to everyone who hung out through all the nonsense. Carson's going into another dimension because he obviously accidentally hit the his webcam like a fool, and Cthulhu is you know, Carson, they say a true magician never reveals his secrets. You suck.
And I disappear.
Oh, he's gone, guys. Thanks everyone for hanging out, and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.